Hello, hypothetical audience. I'm JJNW'S Ghost. There we go. I'm JJNW'S Ghost, and welcome to my corner of the internet. Where is that Bahamut? Are you into video? Here, why don't you come into the video? Just for a little. Just for a little bit, Bahamut. This is my cat. This is Bahamut. Go say hi to the nice people. Oh, nope. You want to leave? You camera shy. Aww. Alright, that's Bahamut. That is my cat. Well, I was going to talk about Pixar, but since he made a cameo, I'll just make this quick video about my cat. So, last year, it was somewhere in August, like a week or two before my birthday. It was a Sunday, I specifically remember that. I had went for a walk earlier that day. I love going for walks. The weather was really humid and hot around that time. I remember I went for a walk in the midday, and I was like, I'm good. I'm taking my walk for the day. So later, around like 6, 7 or so, I specifically remember it was still light, but it was getting darker. Like, it was getting close to sunset. There wasn't a whole lot of light left. If I had went for a walk, I might have made it back before it got dark. Maybe not. But for some reason, I really want to go for a walk. And I'm like, but why? I'm good. Like, I went for one earlier. It's Sunday. I just kind of want to vibe before I go to work. Maybe play some Cold Steel, or, before I go to bed. I'm not going to go over till the next day. I was like, I could maybe play some Cold Steel or something. But then there's something in my head saying, like, no, go take a walk. So I do. So I live on the top of this, not anymore, I've moved since then. But I lived on the top of this giant hill, so, I walk all the way down the snake-like driveway and start walking on the street. Because this house is out in the middle of the country, so there aren't sidewalks. When I'm going for a walk, I am walking on the street. I'm walking on the road. Which is why it's really a lot better to do it when there's light, because if it's dark, I could probably get hit by a car, so I don't want to do that. But going for a walk, I always walk toward traffic so I can see a car coming. Which then, there's plenty of time then, generally speaking, to get away. If I'm going up a hill, then I try to walk away from traffic. I have to keep looking behind me to see if there's a car. But that way, because if I'm going up a hill, I'm not going to see the car coming. That's why I always make sure to change lanes. But anyways, going for a walk. And I don't know if I, heard this little meowing sound or if I just kind of saw him. But so I'm walking on the road. So let's say the road is right here. I'm right here. And then there's just this patch of grass over here. And a damn wild Pokemon just comes out of the grass. And it's this cute little baby kitten who just kind of walks up. And I just kind of like, oh, good little baby, come here. And I just squat down and come here, little cat. And then he runs back into the bush. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I tried. I saw a little kitten. I tried. I wanted to meet him. And I get up, and I'm about to start continuing my walk, but then he comes back out. No, he's still hiding under the dresser. But he comes back out, out of the grass, and he's looking at me. So I go back, I sit down, I'm like, oh, come here. And he does. He actually walks up towards me, and he starts, loving on me. He's rubbing his head on, my knee, being super affectionate. So I stand up, and I'm like, hey, do you want to come with me? So I start walking back home because I'm I don't know, 2 minutes from the end of the driveway. So we start walking back. He's walking with me. He's meowing at me. He's talking to me. At one point, I do pick him up to see if I can just hold him, make him go faster. And he struggles. He does not like being held. He still does not like being held, as you saw. But he struggles out of my grip. I let him go. He's on the ground. I'm thinking to myself, that's it. I'm done. That was my one chance with this cat, because I've been wanting to have a pet of my own for a long time, specifically a cat. Did I say specifically? Specifically a cat, but fuck it, specifically a cat. As my parents have 2 cats, my sister has 3 cats, so there are already 5 cats in the house, plus there is a 6th feral cat that lives outside. That was the mother of my parents' 2 cats, and then there's another feral cat that also lives outside that we don't see as often as the mama cat, but still relatively often. So it's 5 cats officially, 7 cats unofficially, plus there's a family dog, plus there's some horses. There's 2 specifically. But I don't have any of them as really my pet. So I've always really wanted one, again, specifically a cat. So I'm like, this is it. This is my chance at happiness. And once I picked him up and he struggled and he got out of my grip, I thought, nope, that's it. After that, he's not going to want to hang out with me. He's going to run. I was too aggressive. I screwed it up. But no, he got out of my grip. He was on the ground, but he still kept walking with me. He kept, rubbing his head against my leg, just kept looking at me. And we walked up the driveway. I think I did try picking him up once more. I tried my luck, and he got out again, and he kept walking with me. But, I walked with them. He talked with me. So we make it to the top of the driveway. We make it to the sliding door outside the house. And the dog, she's an Australian Shepherd. Her name is Tondi. I at first thought the name was Tundi, which is why I call her Tundra. But Tondi is just staring at him. But she's not saying it. Like, she's not saying anything. She's not barking. She's just looking at this precious baby. So we take him to the other side. And little girl, which is the name of the feral mama, is being really nice to him. A lot of the time she's like very aggressive toward other cats and other animals. But she's being super nice to him. She's babying him. My mom and my sister take to him very quickly. Now they are like, all right, there's a lot of cats in the house. We can't keep him. Well, I want to keep him because I want to have my cat. They're like, well, okay, if you want to keep him, here's what we can do. We can have him as mostly in like maybe a hybrid indoor-outdoor cat. He can spend a lot of time outside, come in every now and then. He's an indoor cat. He wants to be an outdoor cat. He does love it whenever he goes outside, but he has also tried to escape a couple. It's weird because when he escapes, it's not like he leaves and then is gone for days. Like, he'll get out of the fence and then he'll come right back. So I know he's not, hates me so much that he's trying to leave or anything, but it scares me whenever he gets out because I don't know what's going to happen to him. So I try to keep him inside as much as I can. But he does love it when he goes outside. And I was figuring out what I wanted to name him. Now, I was trying to think of, what's a good, maybe, magician, magic kind of name. I was really close to naming him Merlin, because especially when I first got... His colors changed quite a bit, but when I first got him, he had a very silvery kind of look, so I thought, Merlin, very magical, as the gray silvery beard. I mean, it's probably maybe a white beard, but I thought it would work. Another name, because my buddy was also going through the Harry Potter audiobooks at the time, so I think that's kind of why I had Merlin on the mind, something magical. I was also really close to naming him Rubius, like Hagrid, because Hagrid's, my boy. But at one point it just clicked. I was like, oh, why don't I just name him Bahamut? Because we've been doing a D&D campaign, and my character was a Shrine Maiden, which is a hand-brewed. It is a home-brewed class that I didn't know what kind of class I wanted to play because I haven't played a lot of D&D. So I was just looking at homebrew shit. What looks fun? Looks fun, stupid, but not horribly broken, because there are some homebrew classes that are yeah, my friend is not going to let me play that, and I don't blame him because it just sounds busted, or it's too memey. I saw a Yu-Gi-Oh based class, can I play this? Yeah, I figured you weren't going to let me, but I had to ask because it looked like fun. But the Shrine Maiden, we had to tweak some stuff to make it balanced, but it's not horribly unbalanced, it's not too memey, and it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we didn't finish the campaign, but we got really close. But my character was a Shrine Maiden of Bahamut, and Bahamut, or Big Daddy B, as he was called a lot throughout the campaign, was a major character. And he is the Platinum Dragon, and so Bahamut, with his, kind of shiny gray coat, I was like, you know what, that's what I'm going to name my cat, Bahamut. Now, my dad thought it was Bahamid, with a D, so he frequently calls him Boo-Hamid. My favorite thing is when he sees me, he goes, Boo-Hamid, my man! And, at first, it kind of annoyed me. I'm like, his name's not Boo-Hamid, it's Bahamut. But then I realized That's a really stupid thing to be mad about. Let my dad call my cat what he wants to call him, and I thought it was funny and honestly really endearing now, so I call him Bahamut half the time. His name is Bahamut, but the other things that I frequently call him, the Bahamut, like I said, Bommy, Boyo, my sister calls him B. I think that's usually it. Is there anything else that I call you, dude? I mean, I'll call him dude. Anything else? Here, I want to put the camera on. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a picture of the boyo. Oh, there he is. Do you want to say hi to the hypothetical audience, Bahamut? Or do you just want to vibe? Okay. Well, it seems that Bahamut just wants to vibe, but I made my video talking about him, and I love him very much. So I think that's the end of this one. Bye.